plays games with Steve.
It's a new session. It's a night session for those who are curious. And I just realized something.
What's that?
When we were looking at the security footage earlier, we were just looking for live feeds. We were trying to figure out where the others are. What they were up to, if they were alive, and so on. But we totally forgot that security systems like this can do more than show you live footage. Are you following me?
Yeah! You're talking about stuff that's been recorded, right? Footage of the past. If they store that, we might be able to see it.
Yeah. I don't know how much luck we'll have, but it's worth a shot.
Definitely. What do we do?
Leave that to me.
You know how to use this thing?
Well, it was designed so that a human could operate it. That means there's a logic to how it's set up. A computer computes, a calculator calculates, and an automobile mobiles. Everything's designed to do something, and once you know what, you can start guessing how. Once you start to figure out how to get it to do things, it's just a question of playing with it until it does the things you want it to. See?
Monitoring video data. Looks like this is it. Good work.
Knock it off. Makes it sound like you're better than me or something. Which you never will be.
Just trying to pay you a compliment. Wait. What the heck is this? Everything says no data.
Let's check the log. Damn it. This isn't good. Looks like all the video data was removed before we got here.
By zero?
That would be my guess. All it says here is administrator.
Damn. Well, that's a little frustrating. That footage could have told us a lot.
Yeah. It might have given us what we need to figure out who the killer is, too. The camera in room 2 in the crew quarters would have recorded what happened to Alice and Luna. Same for the old woman in the warehouse. And if there was a recording of us being carried into the AB rooms, we could have even figured out who Zero Senior is.
Hey, what's this?
You want to open it?
Yeah.
It says Golem status.
That should be the system logs of those robots. I told you about them in the pantry, remember?
Yeah. You mean the room full of robots on the other side of the green door?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Shoot. Shoot.
Shoot.
Everything here's been erased too.
Now it's time for a shoot.
Shoot.
Looks like it.
I guess there isn't anything we can... Wait a second.
What is it?
There's a scroll bar. Try scrolling. I knew it! That golem we met is still functional.
What do you mean? I thought you told me Golem or whatever his name was started spitting smoke and keeled over.
Yeah. But he said that his... What passes for it... But he said that... Yeah, I got that right. Yeah, but he said that his... What passes for a golem's brain, I guess, was in the main computer. Only his body was disabled. His brain is probably still functioning. Can we see his logs?
Already on it. Here you are.
Then, try the one that says cash. These file names are all just seem like random characters. Whatever. Just pick one and open it, I guess.
Sure. This is...
Yeah, that's what I thought. This is probably from right after Kay decked us. We'll be tossed into that white door on the left in a minute. Just watch. See?
Interesting. This is footage that Golem pulled from the main server. The original data was deleted, but it looks like the stuff he pulled is still here.
Exactly.
So if we go back through these files...
Yeah. Might be able to figure out who the killer is. Maybe even who Zero Senior is.
Nice. Great work, Sigma.
Come on. I told you I don't need you kissing my ass. Besides, It's not like I really did anything.
You're right. Never mind.
See? We started going through the rest of the files. Security footage showed Kay and Dio clearly passing through the white door on the far right.
Good. Looks like they're both fine.
That just leaves Tenmyoji, Clover, and Quark. I opened my mouth to continue, and then it happened. Oh, my vision suddenly blurred and shaking, and shaking my head did nothing to clear it. I staggered, my balance gone.
Hey, are you alright? What's going on?
What? Why is she talking like that?
You really don't look so good. Your skin doesn't play. Maybe you should sit down for a minute.
She sounds like someone's playing a tape of her voice all sped up. What is going on here? I can't understand what she's saying.
Come on, say something.
Why is she moving so fast? It's like watching a video on fast forward. What the hell is... Wait, could it be me? Maybe my brain is slowing down somehow. So it just looks like everything is speeding up.
Let's see what the heck is up with you. Look at this over there. Why don't you lay up a bit?
I still couldn't make out what she was saying, so I just nodded weakly. My eyes drifted shut as I tried to sort out what was happening to me.
Sigmund, do you smell up dog?
What?
Up dog. Do you smell up dog?
Fi is just talking nonsense. I have no idea what an updog is. Anyway, I woke up several minutes later. When I opened my eyes, the first thing I saw was the ceiling of the security office. I sat up slowly, rubbing tenderly at my head. Fi, who had been sitting in front of one of those monitors, stood up and walked over as soon as she heard me move.
Sigma, what is up dog? You okay?
Her voice sounded normal again, and she wasn't moving strangely either. Whatever had been happening seemed to have stopped. I let out a quiet sigh of relief. I like how there's different levels of his sighing in this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine. Don't worry about it.
You sure?
Yeah.
That's good. You really looked like you'd lost it for a minute there.
Well, seem to have found it again. This is the security office. Maybe they've got a lost and found?
Your sanity's pretty easy to miss. I'm surprised anyone found it, let alone turned it in.
Heh.
Well, looks like I don't have anything to worry about.
Yeah. I think I must be getting tired. Kinda surprised it didn't catch up to me sooner.
I hope that's all it is. You haven't caught a disease or something, have you?
For just a moment, I thought of Radical 6. But I didn't want to worry Fi if I didn't have to. Better stay quiet about it. I'm gonna hide my zombie bite.
Well, you're looking a lot better, so I can stop worrying, right?
What are you, my mom?
Fine. No more check-ins. Anyway, I figured something out while you were resting. Come have a look at this. It looks like Updog.
Very strange. Hold on, I missed this simple line of dialogue.
Footage from room 2 in the crew quarters, the room where we found Alice and Luna. I dug it out of Golem's cache.
When was this recorded?
You'll see in a minute.
Up there on the right. That looks like some sort of time code.
Can you figure it out?
No. It's just a bunch of numbers. I can't make heads or tails of it.
Yeah. The central server seems to be using its own time system. Files appear to be named based on that system. They might as well be random to you and me, which made it pretty hard to find this gem.
Huh? Oh, it's K.
Yeah.
He looks at his bracelet here. Probably checking how much time is left.
I'll just pause that and magnify it.
Enhance. 21 minutes. So that means this footage is from 21 minutes before the primary doors open, right?
Exactly.
That would have been the white door. That would have been the white doors in this case, right?
Yes. After Kay leaves this room, it's about 2 minutes before he comes back with you and me.
There were 20 minutes on the clock when we met up with him, right? So that means what we're seeing here is Kay 1 minute before he saw us.
Right.
That means this is right after he tried to resuscitate Luna.
Yeah, if you believe him. The footage here doesn't show any of that.
Are there any other angles?
I looked around, but I couldn't find one. The only stuff left is shot from this position. Even so, I think we've gotten our hands on something important.
You mean that this is a record of what happened right around the time of Luna's death, right?
Exactly. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's keep going. I'll move back to the start of this file so we can see it in chronological order. Let's say this is 0 hours, 0 minutes. After all, it's not like we know what time it actually is.
Right.
So this is the start of our footage.
There's no one here.
Yeah. About a minute goes by before anyone shows up.
Wait. How do you know it's been a minute?
This.
Oh, that's the hourglass we used earlier.
Yeah. If I play it back in normal speed, I can measure time using this hourglass. Then I just add the time from the hourglass, and that's how far in we are.
Huh? Oh. Someone's coming in. Luna! Is that Clover behind her?
Yeah. This is 0 hours, 1 minute. Right now, you and I are talking to Dio in the Floor B warehouse. With the time frame we've established, calculating what we're doing is pretty easy.
What's going on? Are they fighting? No, it's not really a fight. Looks like Clover's just going off on Luna. Luna's just staying silent and listening to her.
Yeah.
Can we hear them? Is there an audio track?
Want to listen to it? It's like fucking the phone on dial-up. Hey, want to listen?
Sigma, I'm using the phone!
Yeah.
The hell is this?
I want to play Neopets. Don't know. The audio data must have been transcoded into something else.
Well, we won't be able to understand anything in that.
Seen enough? I'm going to fast forward a little bit.
Huh?
Clover's interrogation goes on for a while, but it's all pretty much the same thing. Now, at 0 hours, 10 minutes, things suddenly change. Here.
Hey! They're gone! As I watched, Clover moved steadily closer to Luna, who backed away almost as if she were frightened. Clover continued her advance until she disappeared below the bottom edge of the screen. Is there another... no, you said this was it.
Yeah. This is the only one that I found. It shouldn't be too hard to guess what happened after you've seen the next part, though.
Clover left. She looked like she was kind of panicking.
Yeah. This is about a minute and 40 seconds after they both left the frame, so 0 hours, 11 minutes, 40 seconds.
Only Clover left. Luna's still in the room. That means...
Hold on. Wait until you've seen the whole thing before you start deducing. At 0 hours, 12 minutes, another person comes in, just missing her.
Dio. He's disappeared too. Down below the bottom of the frame. What's he up to?
I don't know. But I'm pretty sure that whatever it was, he doesn't want us to know about it.
Why?
Remember what he said when he asked him about Quark?
How the fuck would I know? I've been here. Here. You're saying he was lying? He wasn't in the 4B warehouse the whole time? He went to the crew quarters. After we left him.
Yeah. So what would have been important enough for him to lie about it? We should consider that it might have been something bad.
Whatever it was, it happened during this time?
Yeah, I think so.
Alright, now he's left. And it looks like he left in a hurry.
Maybe he heard a noise.
Like what?
The cyan door opening? Now, 10 seconds after Dio leaves, a fourth person shows up. That brings us to 0 hours, 13 minutes, 10 seconds.
It's K. When he heard K open the cyan door, he panicked. Whatever he was up to, he didn't want K to catch him at it.
And then K disappears too.
Yeah, below the bottom of the frame, just like the others.
If K was telling the truth, this is where he begins to try and resuscitate Luna. Anyway, nothing happens for the next 16 minutes. It's just this. So I'll fast forward, alright?
Sure.
Alright, should be around here. 1 sec. Okay, you should see something you recognize in a minute here.
There's K coming in from the bottom of the frame, and he's checking the time on his bracelet. So we've come full circle, huh?
Yeah. We're back to 21 minutes before the primary doors open. For our arbitrary time code, that's 0 hours and 29 minutes. 1 minute later, at 0 hours 30 minutes, K heads to the floor A warehouse.
Once he gets there, he'll tell us about Luna's death.
That's all the footage I wanted to show you. I've looked at it carefully, and I think it has something to tell us.
You mean who killed Luna, right?
Well, I can't say for sure. This footage makes for pretty shaky evidence, but it does suggest a very likely culprit. Who do you think it is?
I ran over the footage in my head. 0 hours, 1 minute, Clover and Luna enter the room. For 9 minutes, Clover aggressively questions Luna. 0 hours, 10 minutes, they both move out of the frame. 0 hours, 11 minutes, 40 seconds, Clover exits the room. 0 hours, 12 minutes, Dio enters the room. Dio also immediately exits the frame. Seems likely that Dio was up to no good during this period. 0 hours, 13 minutes, Dio exits the room. 0 hours, 13 minutes, 10 seconds, K enters the room. K also disappears from the camera's field of view. At this point, there are 16 minutes where nothing happens. 0 hours, 29 minutes, K enters the frame. He looks at his bracelet. It says 0021, 21 minutes. Remaining time until the primary doors open. There seems to be only one conclusion.
Which is?
The person who killed Luna is... Whew. You know, I am a time traveler. There is that, but I'm kind of thinking of like the progression of the story here. And I'm gonna just go with Dio. Dio.
What makes you so sure?
He was up to something in there.
And you think that something was killing Luna?
Yeah.
That's not a very strong argument.
Who do you think it is?
Right now, the most likely suspect is Clover.
Why? Luna could have still been alive after Clover left the room. Dio and Kay both went into the room after Clover. Either of them could have killed Luna too.
That is true. This footage isn't enough to tell us who the killer is. But if we take one other thing into account, then she starts to look a lot more guilty.
And what is that other thing?
What Dio said to us at the White Doors. Kay wanted us to go into the White Doors, right? You told him you wouldn't leave 3 people behind to die. What did Dio say to you?
Use your fucking head for once! You're going to get us killed!
He would only have said that if he knew that only 2 of us would be going through the door. Do you understand?
Dio knew that we had Luna's bracelet. Which would mean he also knew she was dead. Right?
Exactly. If he hadn't known she was dead, he would have said something else. He would have objected the moment Kay suggested we go through the door.
That's impossible. How are they supposed to get through without Luna?
But he said nothing. Almost as if he'd never expected her to be there in the first place. Now, why would he do that? I can think of 2 reasonable explanations. Either Luna was already dead when Dio entered room 2 in the crew quarters, or he killed her himself. If the latter was correct, however, I suspect he would have behaved differently. If Dio had killed Luna, he would have made sure to do something that he thought would cast suspicion off of himself. Most likely he would have asked about her absence.
Where's Luna? Sigma 5 won't be able to get to the white doors without her.
Although it clearly wouldn't provide an ironclad alibi, I imagine he'd think it would make him less suspicious. That's why it's relevant that he said nothing about Luna. Of course, this doesn't mean he's innocent of killing her, but it does make it seem a lot less likely. So if what I'm saying is correct, what does it mean?
That when Dio entered the room, Luna was already dead.
Exactly. Clover also has a motive.
You mean what Alice noticed?
Yeah. The movement of the AB rooms convinced Alice that Luna had killed the old woman. Once Clover realized that, she probably started to think that Luna had killed Alice to keep her from telling anyone else the truth. She probably led Luna to the crew quarters to confront her. Maybe she hoped seeing Alice's corpse would cause Luna to confess. Maybe she knew something we don't. But Clover didn't get what she wanted. Luna didn't confess. Then, during her interrogation, something happened. It's hard to say what. Luna might have said something that set Clover off. Or maybe she admitted to a crime she didn't commit just to get Clover to stop. Whatever it was, something happened that drove Clover to murder.
When did Clover get the injection gun?
I would guess after she went through the yellow door. She would have been exploring the infirmary with Alice and Kay. That seems the most likely place to find it. Anyway, this is all just a theory, right? We don't have any proof, so keep it quiet, okay?
Yeah, I know. Oh, there was one last thing.
What's up, dog?
I don't know why you keep saying that.
Yeah.
Was there any other footage that showed anything?
No. Nothing to tell us where Clover, Ted Mioji, and Quark went. And nothing about the old woman or Alice's murders either.
So Zero Senior's identity.
Still unknown.
Okay. Well, let's go find Clover. I guess we're not going to know the truth unless we get it straight from the horse's mouth.
I wonder if Clover's even alive.
She is. She has to be.
I sure hope so. That's us.
Oh. How can you be so sure?
Because it's been us the entire time, this dot. You know, whenever we move.
Okay.
It's happened like 100 times. Also, nothing much. What's the matter? What's up with you?
What?
Because you said, what's up, dog, earlier.
What is this thing? What is this? What is this concept that you keep pushing? This up dog you speak of.
How can a dog be on the ceiling?
Is that your motto?
What, up, dog?
Yeah.
Not much. What's the matter with you?
Yeah, that's the bad timeline where we don't get
Yeah.
the punchline. No one's here.
Yeah. Alright, let's start looking. We'll go through the crew quarters and work our way toward the elevator. Got it?
Yeah. You want to see a dead body?
Well, you've seen one already.
You want to see it again?
Not really.
Okay.
Although we might. You search rooms 1 and 2. I'll take 3 and 4.
Got it. Alice. Luna. The most horrible thing about death is how it turns a person into a thing. It's a thing that looks like your friend, but it's not them anymore. Just a strange, cold shell. And every time you look at it, you feel a little of that coldness creeping in around the edges of your soul. Seeing death puts a heavy ball of lead in your stomach that just sits there, poisoning you. I turned and left the room.
No good. There's no one in 3 or 4. What about yours?
Just the cold, lead feeling of death.
You know, just mortality.
Same. Nobody in them. Except Alice and Luna. The lead ball pressed against the inside of my abdomen. Abdomen.
Should have had it for lunch.
I leaned back against the wall and let out a long, weary sigh. Sigma's patented sighs.
Yeah.
Whoa!
What's wrong? You get it together. What are we doing right now?
Looking for the others.
Right. I know how you feel, but sitting around being miserable isn't going to help anybody. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, you're right.
Dun, 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 dun. Fi turned
and headed for the door at the far end. I was just letting you get your shit in. I heaved myself up off the wall and followed. We moved up.
I guess we moved left. We didn't move up.
Nothing. What's up, dog, to you?
What's up, dog, to you? Nothing. What's up, dog?
Ah! First thing I felt was that strange cold sweat of terror. My stomach clenched in protest, pushing a wave of bile and nausea up into my throat. Or nausea. The lead ball turned into ice. My legs began to tremble under its weight before they finally gave way and collapsed. They were dead. I could feel it in the moment I looked at them, but I didn't want to believe it. They couldn't be dead. Perhaps they were just sleeping. The cool, limp feel of their skin under my shaking fingers dashed any hope I had left. I wrapped a trembling hand around the end of the bed and hauled myself up onto it. Even when I closed my eyes, I could still see them. My heart hammered away at my ribs and my chest felt so tight I could barely breathe. I forced myself to take long, deep breaths. Finally, I opened my eyes.
They were in a blind spot.
What?
The security camera. Remember how we didn't see anything in the real-time feed in the security room?
Yeah. I guess the partition was in the way.
Yeah.
They're handcuffed together.
Yeah. Whoever did this really didn't want them going anywhere. The chain's been looped around the pipe below the sink.
They would have been trapped here when the doors closed. Why?
Look, see the red marks on their wrists? They were trying to get the handcuffs off.
So you're saying it wasn't one of them that did this?
Probably not.
There's a cut on Temioji's left hand. Looks like it's probably from a knife or something similar. Must have been deep.
And the blood on his clothes probably came from that wound. I don't see any others, at least. If this was the only one, it doesn't look fatal. I don't think he died from this cut.
The penalty. When the primary doors closed, they couldn't get to them. The needles in their bracelets. Yeah, this isn't the time. 2 more people are dead. Seriously.
Is it time for up, dog?
What is up with you, dog? The needles in their bracelets activated and...
Yeah. You could see the marks on their wrists from when they were injected. The tubercularine must have killed them.
Do you think that's why they were handcuffed to the sink?
They wouldn't have been able to get through the white doors without Quark. If someone wanted to use the penalty to kill them, they didn't need to tie them up.
Yeah, you've got a point. What's wrong?
I take back what I just said.
You find something?
Yeah.
Phi bent down to pick something up and handed it to me. A cyan bracelet? This was Quark's.
Correct. It has 9 BP too, and there's no mistake.
What is Quark's bracelet doing here? Wait, no, hold on. If Quark's bracelet is here, then that means...
Your heart stops, your bracelet comes off!
No. No. This can't be happening. Not Quark.
Hey, Sigma! Calm down. Just because his bracelet's off doesn't mean Quark's dead.
But...
In fact, this could be good news. A ray of hope.
Ray of hope?
Yeah. If Quark still had his bracelet on, then he would have ended up like Tenmyoji and Clover. But he's not wearing it. That means he might have managed to avoid getting injected with tubocurarine.
You mean the bracelet came off before the doors closed?
Yeah.
That's impossible. Zero Jr. told us that Zero Jr. told us that they only come off when your heart stops, or when you escape.
Maybe he got out then.
Right. He's got 9 BP. Wait, so you're saying he escaped, then came back and left his bracelet here? No, that's impossible too. Zero Jr. said the number 9 door only opens once. Even if he was able to get outside, he couldn't come back in.
Why do you have to be so pessimistic? Have you actually seen Quark dead? Huh? You need to think positive, Sigma. Reality is what we believe it to be.
Really? So you're saying this is what we wanted to happen? Ouch.
That's enough. We're done with this episode.
Oh.
That's enough. See you tomorrow.
Dog.
Up, dog. Oh, now I get it.
Yeah.
That's really stupid.
Haha.